Okay, yay! Welcome, officially welcome everybody, and happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there. I'm actually curious to know how many mamas we have with us on the call here. So drop a one in the comments if you're a mom, or if you're a mother figure, you consider yourself a mama. Go ahead and drop a one in the comments. Yay, happy Mother's Day. You are doing amazing, amazing, powerful, much needed work on this planet. So much love to all the mamas out there. For those of you that I don't know and haven't had the pleasure to meet, my name is Ashley Castro. I am a mama of three precious little angel babes. I am here in San Diego, California, out in the mountains. I have a 6-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 15-month-old. And being a mother has just been the biggest blessing and has also been one of the greatest callings, if you will, placed on my life is to be the mother to these little children. And I'm really curious to just tap into a conversation here around providing and how we provide for our family. And for me, when I became a mom, there was this heightened sense of like, wow, I have not just myself to take care of, but now little people who are dependent on me. And I was really clear when I became a mom that I wanted to raise my kids. Any other mamas feel me? You're like, I want to be the one to raise my kids. I was pretty clear I didn't want to put my kids into daycare and do that whole dance. But we need money to make that happen. And so I'm going to share a little bit. I'm going to save my story for later. We're going to hear from some beautiful mamas on this call who are going to share their story. But if you are here, if you are tuning in with us today, it is because someone thought of you and thought that this company, this community, this business that we're all a part of might resonate with you. And so I'm just really grateful to be tapping in here with all of you. Anybody that invited you here, yeah, thanks, Kevin. Anybody that invited you here is a part of Purium, this beautiful grassroots company that's been in business for about 30 years now. They started as a company. Dave Sandoval fell in love with the power of plants, the power that plants have to support our bodies to regenerate on a cellular level. He started falling in love with kamut, which is an ancient grain of wheatgrass that was actually found in the Egyptian tombs, this beautiful strain of wheatgrass, kamut. And he saw that this had the power to shift people's lives in such a radical way when they got this into their bodies, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, on all levels. And so fast forward many years later, Dave and Amy have this beautiful, incredible company with an powerful, potent line of organic, non-GMO, raw, living superfoods, CBD, herbs, supplements, and they're really passionate about taking care of the earth and taking care of our bodies. And so they were on the forefront of the organic movement before there was even a USDA organic certification. Dave and Amy have been, pioneering for getting rid of GMOs, ending Monsanto, really reclaiming the land and reclaiming the earth for good. And so they're all about empowering people with solutions that are going to support not only our physical bodies, but our financial bodies, our communities. It's really a very holistic business model, which is what drew it to me in the first place. So curious to hear from you guys, and drop in the comments if your income has shifted over the past couple of months with everything going on, or if your income shifted when you became a parent or whatever called you here. Just let us know. Has your income changed? Have you been impacted? Are you out of work? Are you not sure where that next check is going to come from? Where, let us know where you're at here in the comments, or if your partner's out of work, or maybe someone that lost a job. For me personally, I have been just totally having my heart broken wide open over how many people are displaced right now financially, the skyrocketing number of people that are filing for unemployment. I know what it's like to feel financial stress, and it will kill you. It will totally destroy you. And many years ago, I caught this vision that abundance is our birthright, and that I wanted to support as many people as possible to step out of this stress and to step into financial abundance. I used to believe that money was kind of the root of all evil. We needed to like get away from money and just, learn how to trade and barter and forget about this whole system. And then I realized that's not the reality. And the economic paradigm, while it is breaking and crumbling before us, the economic paradigm that we are still in is using this currency of money. It's using cash, it's using dollars. So I realized and had this kind of awakening, when I became a mom, that I need to tap into that rather than kind of like run away from it. I need to run full on into it. And because the way that I see it, and maybe you guys can see this or relate to this, the people who are making the biggest decisions in the world right now, the people who are able to make the biggest impact on this planet are the people who have money. The philanthropists, and then there's people who are not doing great things with their money. And the way that I see it is that we need more conscious millionaires. We need more people who are going to take these resources and pour them into people and pour them into the planet. I want to be a millionaire that loses my millionaire status over and over and over again because it's just coming in and I'm just pouring it out. And like, that's what I believe we need. So if you're on that train and you're like, yes, I want to do that, drop a 2 in the comments. Just want to like see where everyone's at. If you feel inspired to that. Now, we also believe in supporting people on the micro level, the macro level, all of that. So if you're here and an extra $200 a month or an extra $500 a month, forget about being a conscious millionaire, right? Like, who's in a space of just like, man, I need $1,000 right now. I need $100 to pay my phone bill or to keep my power on, right? I've been there. That was my story many years ago, choosing like, do I buy organic food or do I buy diapers? And like, no one should ever have to be in that situation. And so we really believe in paying people well to do good on this planet. We believe in fueling you to live your gifts and really believe that everybody deserves to live their gifts, to step out of that place of stress. And Purium has provided us a beautiful opportunity to do that. I'm going to talk a little bit more later about what it actually looks like to partner with Purium as a brand partner and just tap into this social sharing economy, join in our mission and our vision. But before I do that, I want to bring on two other voices, 2 mamas that I just love so much, that are so near and dear to my heart, so you guys can hear their story. So Kara Cardinal is a mama that I connected with on Instagram. She reached out to me and, she'll share her story with you, but she reached out to me looking for some support with products, and she was like, I'm a new mom. I'm like kind of drowning over here. Help me out with some superfoods. She was not looking for a business opportunity. And now here we are 3 years later, and Kara is one of the leaders on my team, a leader in this company. Papa Bear, hold it down there. Thanks, Papa. And I'm so excited, Kara, to invite you on and just share your story with us. And if you'll just share with us a little bit about like what initially attracted you to everything going on here, and then what shifted for you when you saw that this was like an opportunity that you could do this as a job as well. Like, and tell us a little bit about why that interested you. And love you so much, Mama. Thanks for being here and sharing.
Yay. Thank you, Ashley. I love it. I'm sitting out in my yard right now. My kids are running around naked. So if you hear that in the background, but this is why I love this work, honestly. But yeah, my story really is I reached out to Ashley, never met her, just knew her through Instagram, and I was struggling postpartum. My daughter, it was about over 3 years ago now. My daughter was just over 1 year old, and I knew I was working 40 plus hours a week at this job that I honestly really loved, but my body was just shutting down on me. And so I knew I needed to do something for my health. So like you said, it was like purely like whatever you're doing, you are thriving, healthy, health-wise, and I wanna do what you're doing. No intention for this to be my work. But at the same time, I literally remember standing on my porch with my hands open and saying, like, I need to find something else. One, I was working 40 plus hours a week, a job that I loved, it was a dream job for a lot of people, honestly. I was working at an environmental nonprofit. It was amazing. But I looked at where I could go with that, and like the next level up was my boss's job when he retired, and that was exciting until I really started thinking about he was working 50 plus hours a week. I had a 1-year-old. I wanted to have another baby. It was not feasible for me. I was traveling all over the state, working late nights. My husband has a job that he is away at nights or mornings too, and it wasn't working for me. And secondly, as much as I loved it, I wasn't feeling as impactful or fulfilled as I wanted to be. I wasn't having like the impact on the planet that I wanted. I wasn't growing myself as much as I knew I could, and I wasn't stepping into a role of leadership as much as I knew I had within me. And so yeah, I think it was when getting on the call with you and talking about, okay, these are my health issues, but then diving in with you about just the goals of the owners and of Amy and Dave, of really trying to have this company be a role model for companies, for paving the way for organic farmers, for regenerating our soil, um, for like reducing plastics. I know when you mentioned that, Dave, I got to chase my son really quick. Dave had a main goal of reducing plastics to keep them out of our ocean. And that's what I had been working my whole life and career for. So it was those things, and just kind of that idea of being able to work from home and have another baby, that I was intrigued. And then, yeah, you know me, being honest, it took me a couple years to really let go of that career path that I was on and really step into this as my job and as my career. And yeah, so I've dabbled in this for a few years, and I showed up at the events, I connected, I did the work, but I wasn't 100% fully committed to, this is something that can achieve all of my dreams, to help people get healthy, to sustain my family, and to impact the planet. And once I did that just a couple of months ago and really just committed and kind of gave up, I will say I did quit my job a couple of years ago, had my son, and now I'm just seeing so much potential for my future as a mom, to be able to be with my kids, but still step into like a leadership role and have that impact on the planet, that I really am craving in a way that I didn't think that I could. So yeah.
I love it. Thank you so much, Kara. I love
Yeah.
it because it's been so beautiful to witness your journey. And there's so many people who are on a path or they're on a mission already. You know, for Kara, that was keeping our oceans clean and the work that she was doing for the environment. For me, that was teaching people how to garden and teaching people how to make their own herbal medicine and just trying to be, do that. And so I was just on a call with Dave, the owner of the company, the other day, and he was saying, I'm really here, like Purium is here to fuel other people's dreams. If you're an artist, or if you're, a mother, or if you have a talent, or you have a gift, or you have something you want to do, you want to create like a permaculture, or you want to start this other business, he's like, I want to support you to do that. And so we really want to pay people to live their gifts. At the heart and center of this company is like, we want to pay people to be able to do what they're passionate about. And so, Kara had this big shift when she realized, wait, I could actually just make a bunch of money with Purium and then donate to all these nonprofits instead of working 40 plus hours for them. Like, I'll just give them a bunch of money and they can go do it. So beautiful, Kara. Thank you so much for sharing. And yeah, I'm excited to kind of pause and pivot here. That's Kara's story is similar to mine, in that she and her husband were both home and, trying to figure out a way to spend more time with their family. And that can be really challenging. Something that I have so much respect for, and that can also be really challenging. And I'm curious to know, do we have any mamas here who have ever found themselves being a single mama or the sole provider, or, you know, you're the one holding it down for you and your child on your own. Like, if that has ever been you, drop a 3 in the comments, let us know. And I just want to give so much love and respect to all of the mamas who are doing that work and holding it down. So I am, yeah, so beautiful. I just want to hug all of you and come make you a meal. But I am really excited to bring my dear friend Monica up and share. Mana is someone that I have been on this Purium path with since I started. She is not directly on my team. We're like sideline sisters. The same woman that shared Purium with me also shared with her. And Monica, it's been just so beautiful to be on this journey with you, to go to Diamond Club with you, and like get to just really tune in and grow our businesses side by side. And thank you so much for coming and sharing your story. And I would love to just hear, like, what were you doing before you found Purium, and how has this supported you specifically with, you know, the team and creating residual income for yourself. And yeah, excited to hear from you, babe.
Yay. Thank you so much for having me on here, Ashley. And it was beautiful to hear both of you ladies share and just carry her a little bit more of your story. It's been amazing to just witness both of you and your evolution and growth, and being able to support our families here in this container. But let's see, I'm on the island of Kauai. I've been here for about 20 years. And before Purium came along, which came along about 4 years ago, I was you know, I mean, I've been in Hawaii, and I got to say I've had a really amazing life, but it looked a lot different for me. I've always been on the path of like an entrepreneur. I left home when I was 15, and I'm a massage therapist. I went to school to do holistic esthetician work. I've always like done these little pop-up eco clothing sales where I represent clothes for friends of mine who make them and create them. I'm a musician, you know, just all these little like dabbles. And I've loved it. I love helping people. I love being with people. I love emanating and inspiring people to do the same, you know, and through all these different little evolutions. And now that lifestyle really worked for me to like dabble in my simplicity. But as soon as I had my son, which I was trying to get to pop his little head on here with me to come as my moral support. My son's 11, but once he came along, you know, and I'm sure, you know, as mothers and fathers and parents, like once we have children, it's like things shift, like the way that we maybe did things before that worked as a single person completely shift when all of a sudden you have a child. You know, drop a 2 in the comment if you guys can relate with that. So my life from kind of more living in Hawaii, just making a little money when I needed it here and there, and traveling back and forth, and just being kind of, again, just like solo entrepreneur, just not needing much lifestyle, flow lifestyle. It shifted for me in a big way. And I had him, and I was like, all right, like all those little things I was doing before doesn't work exactly. So that's, you know, Purium didn't show up for me right away. I was just kind of dabbling in all those other things. But when Purium did finally come along, again, my friend Sarah Rhinelander introduced it to me. Honestly, I was one of those people that had lots of resistance, and I was just kind of like, I'm already healthy, I'm good. Like, and she really kind of shared with me more from the business standpoint, because on a health aspect, I felt like I was already healthy and I didn't need powders and all these little things, you know, if you guys can relate to that. So there was a lot of resistance, I won't lie. And, but through time, took a couple of years even, through time, and just having her as my sister, as my friend, just sharing me, and also just seeing her evolution, her glow just happen, her leadership, like showing up in different ways. I was like, oh, is that the same Sarah that I've known for, you know, 12 plus years? It was impactful. So something shifted for me. And when I finally got my yes, things just started happening for me, you know, because it makes sense. Like when we have resistance to things, there's going to be walls of resistance, things are going to show up. And so I was kind of dabbling. There was still resistance within that dabble, but as soon as I got my clear yes with Purium, things just started happening so abundantly. And I'm a single mom. That's all I've ever known, you know, like me and Azar, my son Azar, and he's the light of my world, and he's my why, and he's what keeps me like grounded and, well, I'm pretty grounded anyways, but that next level grounded, you know, and just making that decision. So not only has Purium helped me even like internally when I thought I was already healthy enough, you know, just being on like a holistic organic lifestyle since I was 15, I was like, I'm already healthy, right? So, but it's really shifted that for me. It's helped me get motivation. Like just a couple years ago, I'm more, not that I need to go on like the product fully detail. I'm just going to give you the over round of everything. So it really helps me propel myself forward in being athletic for the first time. I just turned 38 the other day, but a couple years ago, for the first time, I like started being athletic, and that felt really good. So not only have I gotten more into my body, but Purium as a whole and the community and the self-development work and all of it has just been super amazing. And I went from like being on food stamps all my life and not having much and dreaming really small. I've always been a great manifester, but I was very in my box. Like, oh, I have everything I need and I'm good, and sure, I was good in a sense, but Purium's really allowed me to step into these bigger dreams and watch them unfold. Like I'm off food stamps now. Like even, I just grew up on food stamps, even with my family. And I'm able to fully provide for my son and offer him a lifestyle that maybe I wasn't even able to have as a child. And that feels really good. I have a home in Kauai. I don't own it yet, but that I'm first time living alone, not dependent on a partner, not have roommates or anything like that. And I'm actually moving next month to like an upgrade. So it's really exciting to dream bigger, to, be able to, for me, a big reason I want to have more money too, is just to put the money back in the hands of us, like the holistic, the healers, the people who are making a difference, so we can vote with our dollars in the fullness. So I'm just super excited to have found this tool, to have found this community, to have found this path all about personal development with the most amazing compensation plan. And I still do those other things I shared about because I love them, like holistic esthetician, eco clothing and things like that. But especially right now, I can't do any of those things. Like Purium has been my my foundation, my full income for the last few years. And again, I was dabbling into those other things, playing music, all those things, but it was just like a little bit here and there. And I do it because I love it, and I do Purium because I love it. And I'm able to create even more of an impact, on the planet and helping people and getting paid when I'm sleeping, which is amazing. Like I have, I think I have like 11 or 12 levels deep and super wide of a team. And if I need a couple days, that time freedom, and my son's sick, or I'm not feeling good, or I want to travel, and we can't travel right now, but I'm able to do that and still get paid. And it's something I've never, ever dreamed about or thought it would be through this tool. And I'm going to stop talking now because I can keep talking forever, but thank you so much, Ashley, for having me. I mean, this is just, I could talk forever because it's just been life-changing on every single level for me. And, I'm super grateful for you, Ashley, and for this community and all that's possible. So thank you.
Thanks, Mana. You're so amazing. And thanks, Azar. You're the best support, holding it down. Thank you so much. I love it. I love that story. Who is like resonating or relating with any of these stories? Drop an 8 in the comments if you're like, this all sounds really fascinating. I'm totally intrigued. Yes, like I want to make money in my sleep. I want to provide for my family. I want, to do all this. Yeah, really powerful, really beautiful. I want to just talk about like real briefly. I'm going to just go over how this is available and how this is accessible for you right now. Definitely make sure you get back to the person who invited you here. They can help you, get set up with all of this. We have so much community support, so much team support. So I also was a solo entrepreneur before this came my way. And there's a lot of burnout with that, with needing to be the one to like create all the content and make all the stuff and, do that whole thing. So this is really financial permaculture. This is teamwork makes the dream work. This is, I could garden by myself, but at the end of the season, my harvest will be so much more abundant and so much more diverse if I garden with some friends and if we put our efforts together. So that's what this business model really is at the heart and center of it. So I want to talk just real quick about like, how does this work? How do I do this? How do I do what Mana was saying? I want to make money in my sleep. Yes. Okay. So Purium has basically taken these two really powerful business models of affiliate marketing and a multi-generational pay plan that comes with your traditional network marketing company, and they've married these two things together. And so this is what that looks like. When you become a Purium brand partner, you create a personalized gift card code. That gift card code is going to give people $50 off or a 25% discount on some of our amazing superfoods over at ishoppurium.com. We've got incredible things, fulvic zeolites. We've got stuff to help you detox heavy metals. We've got all sorts of raw dehydrated greens and amazing stuff, full cleanse protocols, parasite cleanse, powerful things, like a one-stop shop. People go, you're like, hey, use my discount code, get yourself a discount, try some of this amazing stuff. I'm loving it. People go, they put in your code, they get a discount, and now they are forever connected to you through the account that they created. And when they shop, you are going to earn a 20 to 25% commission on the dollar amount that they spend for life. And so this is where it becomes beautiful, is because I share this, for example, with my mom. My mom was the first person I shared with. Like, Mom, you're going to love this. She got some superfoods 4 years ago. And now every single time my mom goes and shops and buys some stuff, I'm not like hands-on with that transaction. I don't ship her the products. I don't do customer service stuff. She just goes, logs in, she orders, and I get paid 20% on that the following Friday. So I can be on vacation, like away from my phone, and start to create that stream of passive income where we're not trading our dollar for hour. Trading your dollars for hours, it's kind of like this old paradigm of economy, and being able to tap into this type of economy where you're creating, passive income for yourself is so powerful. So that's a really brief overview of how it looks. That's like the affiliate marketing side. Now, where they've married this network marketing, business side of it with it, looks like this. And this is where it becomes like financial permaculture. When you share your gift card code with someone, they might want to just shop and be a happy customer. Go get a discount on some products. Beautiful. Love it. Now you're also going to get some people that say, hey, I want to get some gift card codes. I have some friends who want some hookup on CBD or superfoods. You might have some people who say, hey, I want to do a business and become a conscious millionaire. So here's what happens, is that when those people go and they use your gift card code and they shop and they also get their gift card codes, you start earning a commission on all the gift card codes that they're sharing. And that can go, as Monica was saying, when you heard her say, oh, I'm getting paid on like 8 or 9 levels deep. What that means is Monica shared a gift card with someone, and she turned around and shared with someone, and they turned around and shared with someone, and they turned around and shared with someone. And because of the work Monica's doing, and because of how she's showing up and supporting these people, she is getting paid on all of that volume. And so this is the way that we can make a huge impact. I, as a child, knew that I wanted to make a giant impact on this world, that I wanted to help every single person in the world. And I realized at a very young age that there was no way I was going to be able to do that. And it was a little devastating. And Purium has been the vehicle that has allowed me to make the biggest amount of impact, because it's based on a system like this. I'm going to have this analogy right here. If I have a candle lit and I want to light, I have 30,000 people standing in front of me, right? And I want to light all of their candles. The possibility for me to take my one candle that's lit and light 30,000 unlit candles, do you think that I could do that before my candle would burn out? Probably not, right? Like imagine those little like white candles, like 30,000 people. There's no way I could walk around that stadium even and like light all those candles. With my flame would burn out real quick. Maybe even after like 100 people. That's my estimate. So this business model is based on this principle of each one teach one. If I light all the candles of the people around me and I say, hey, turn around and light the candle of the person behind you, and then teach them to do the same, and then we all just turn around and light each other's candles, we could continue lighting candles forever, for eternity, and the flame would never burn out. And that is the power of communities coming together, of people coming together. The only way we're ever going to shift out of this 1% that's just like destroying the earth is if the 1% can gather together and figure out a way to flip the script. They're not going to do it for us. So this is free enterprise at its finest, and being able to like massively make a difference. And the most beautiful thing about this is that there's no barrier to entry. There's no barrier to entry. There's no glass ceiling. It does not matter your race, your gender, your, religious preferences, like nothing. You don't have to have any education, any background to tap into this simple system. So I'm really excited to like let you guys know that how you can do this. Like, how do I get those gift card codes, right? So normally the business to like start your own business, where you get a Shopify website, you get your own gift card codes. I mean, you get all of this stuff that in my mind is worth like start your own business. I don't know a business you can start without investing at least a couple grand, right? Normally it's $200 to start the Purium business, $199, which is very accessible. But I also understand if you're in a place that I was when I found this, you're like on food stamps, you're living paycheck to paycheck. Even $200 is like, whoa, where is that going to come from? So when all this stuff happened and went down and so many people were out of work, Dave and Amy took our 2 most popular product packs and included the business for free. So you can get, and I'm not going to go into the details of all the products. Whoever invited you here can send you links to show you what's up, but you can get either the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation Pack, which is my #1 recommendation. It is the biggest bang for your buck product wise, and it will give you the most impactful experience to really know like what this is all about. So if somebody could give me, write this in the comments, the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation. And then we have the Core 4 Nutrition, which is just like a daily rhythm of superfoods that you would take once a day. Check out what's in all that. It basically is going to give you your nutrition needs for the day, which is like fruits, vegetables, protein, slow burning carbs, and something to help your gut stay healthy and detox glyphosate. So it's amazing. You can also get whatever product you want. And then if you don't want one of these packs, and then add on the business for a discount. So if you spend $250 in product, the business is $99. But really, these deals, like the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation and the Core 4, look at those, because the business for free right now with that is just like such an amazing deal. And that's how it starts, guys. And so if this feels exciting for you, but you're maybe like, I don't know if I could do this, or I've never done anything like this before, or I need help, or I need support. Is anybody there? Like, drop a 5 in the comments if you're like, this sounds interesting, but I'm not sure. How would this work for me? Or like, maybe I'm just curious about all of that. So I want to let you know that as a leadership team, myself, Monica, that you just heard from, Kara, we have created such a beautiful system of support where you honestly, is the moment you place your order and your business is open, we are going to like lock arms with you and step by step support you to meet your goals, do what you need to do. We have team trainings that you can tap into twice a week. So much incredible support. So no one knew how to do this when they started. No, we all came in and were taught by someone else. So we're here to do that. Yeah, we rise by lifting others, for sure. Beautiful. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to join and be with us. I'm going to go ahead and end the recording now, and then I'm going to stay here though to answer questions, and we'll open up the call for anybody who, wants to have their voice be heard or has questions they want to have answered. I love to support people with their questions, or, if you're curious about whatever it may be, we can just, open up the call and hear from some people who might have some questions. So thank you. I'm going to end this recording now. Feel free to send this out to anybody you think might resonate with this. If you already are like, hey, I want to start this garden, and I have a few friends that I think might want to garden with me, send them this video and tell them, hey, I thought of you. Check this out. Let's do this together, babe. All right. Thank you so much, Monica and Kara, for sharing. You're both amazing. Love you all.